Most of my life I lived behind masks. I was the caretaker, the quiet achiever, and the people pleaser. All because I wanted to support my mother, who was going through a divorce and had 2 little kids to take care of and worked as a nurse. So heavy load, right? And by taking up those roles, I learned that I had to earn love. I earned love through silence, obedience, being socially acceptable, and enduring. But then everything changed. I'm Jen, also known as the Witch of 1,000 Faces. For years, I was stuck in roles like the people pleaser. I thought being quiet, accommodating, and nice was the only way to survive. Until I realized it's not. Now I help introverted and sensitive souls to break free from the roles that belittle them. I call it the Theater of Soulwork, coaching through archetypes, masks, and roleplay. So you can stop shrinking yourself and step into the roles that make you feel alive instead. As a child, I learned if I wanted to stay safe, I had to make myself small. To get love, I had to take care of others, achieve things without complaint, and I had to always be nice. That was survival, but it was never living. Inside, I was screaming, and outside, I was the perfect helper and people pleaser. I never felt really good taking up those roles. I knew that from an early age this was not me, but I could not get out of them. I didn't know how, and I had no one to help me out of this situation until I got to university and had to do a lot of things on my own. Then, in my 20s, I looked like I had it all together. I want to stress the word looked. It was not that way, really. I was confused, I was shy, I was a pushover and a doormat. I got to know people that treated me like their dog, and somehow I did not complain because I was accustomed to be a step below other people, so to speak. So I did not have it all together. Inside I was empty and exhausted, and I did not know what to do about this. Honestly, I didn't even know who I really was. Maybe you know that feeling too, being alive but not really living. At 30, I made a decision. I was fed up with hiding behind roles that did not serve me. I embraced my inner witch at that time. And I turned back to something that had always given me freedom. Roleplay. In roleplay, I could try different masks and different roles. Some of them felt wrong, but some of them felt very empowering. And some, they stayed and went over into my day-to-day life. They started whispering at the back of my head, and they helped me to get out of some very difficult situation. They helped me to learn how to say no and how to let go of a person who had not the same idea about treating me that I had. Roleplay showed me another very important thing. Masks and roles are not the problem. The question is, are they forced upon you or are they chosen willingly? I realized masks and roles are not bad, and they are not just some funny thing to play around with. They are tools. They can protect us, they can shield us, they can empower us. Also, they can help us get to know some facets that we never thought we would have in ourselves in the first place. They can help you to deal with shadow aspects. They can help you to confront your anger, your fear, your everything. Besides, they helped me to live 1,000 lives in all rolled into one. That's why I'm called the Witch of 1,000 Faces. That's why I chose this name for my brand, because you can be anything you want to be. And that was shown to me by roleplay. And I will be always thankful for that. So masks and roles can protect us, but they can also trap us when they're imposed instead of chosen. So I built the Theater of Soulwork, a way you can write your character sheet, so to speak. And believe me, your story can be rewritten by you. To step into roles that empower you instead of having to choose roles that keep you small. This year I went to Venice and I've never been there before, and this city became my symbol for this super intense transformation roles can give us if they are chosen correctly, in tune with our needs. Because Venus for me stands for masks, mystery, and transformation. So for a year-old role player sitting in front of you, that was like a homecoming. And it made for me absolutely crystal clear that the path I'm on is right and that I can show it to other people. And my why is exactly this. Because I know what it feels to live a half-life and to lie to yourself all the time because you are not who you could be. You are an amalgamation of the expectations, wishes, and needs of other people. Where are you in this strange soup? What of this is really you? And I know the freedom of finally choosing your own role, the one or the 10 you want to play. Because what roleplay also told me is that you're not just one thing or two or three. You are, at best, you are a multitude of facets and characteristics, and that makes you you. That's no mistake. That's the diversity accumulated in one body, in one person. So it's absolutely okay that I'm a grumpy person in the morning before I got my coffee, and afterwards I am very friendly and supportive, but it's always the role that I chose, not what other people force upon me. If you've ever felt trapped behind a mask, you don't have to stay there. Stop living in roles that were forced upon you. Start choosing the ones that make you powerful instead. Subscribe now, and let's rewrite your character sheet together.